Kia ora everyone. Thank you very much for joining us for this relaxing hair brushing and hair play session with myself and Michelle on the Nana Fox channel. Michelle has this interesting hairstyle where her hair at the top is short and then down the head the hair is longer, which gives me more opportunities to play with her hair, and different parts of the head will provide different experience for you. And today I'm just going to use brushes and combs as always, and I'll do a couple of braids and make sure that this experience is very relaxing for you and that you may be able to fall asleep if you need, or just have a really nice break from your work or your study, or just a break where you can enjoy the time for yourself. And I'm just starting by gently playing with Michelle's hair and raising it up and shaking it a little bit. And her hair is a bit wavy, so it's very pretty, and the color is nice as well. So I'm just picking up different sections of your hair and sliding my fingers over them and putting those sections at the front over her shoulder. In New Zealand at the moment we have quite cold weather. It has been about 2 degrees at night, 2 degrees Celsius. And when I woke up today in the morning, I had even some frost on my windscreen. So I had to defrost my car a little bit before I was able to go to my meeting. But I like that when you have those frosty mornings and colder weather, you actually have quite a lot of sun. So although it is cold, it's bright and sunny outside, and everything looks happier, I guess, with more colors around, same as everybody else probably in Europe or in northern part of the hemisphere experiencing summer and sunshine. And I know that some of you experiencing quite extreme hot temperatures, and we here on the other side of the world having it on the colder side of the scale. And with this comb I'm just going to follow through and just comb those pieces that I played with. And also I forgot to mention that during this video I'm also going to incorporate some whispering. And this time I think it will just come in the random places. But also I tried not to make my voice too hypnotizing, because some of your comments told me that you sometimes prefer this kind of way of talking where it's more of a chit-chatting instead of hypnotic singing voice as I usually do it in my recent videos. So I guess it's just all about diversity. But also someone mentioned that you guys would like to have maybe a third version of videos where it's more about a combination of the two, where I don't talk that much but I'm also not silent. So I guess if you prefer that version, you can just tell me in the comments as well and I can try that. Then maybe I will be just commenting at the beginning of my actions and then in other random places of the video, but it will not be as often as in my soft spoken videos. And I understand how pauses are important for our pleasant experience, and even in hypnosis the pauses are important because sometimes this hypnotizing effect is actually happening during those moments of silence. So I guess from time to time I have to provide you those moments of peace and moments of silence, so you could just go into your own trance state and relax even more. And now I'm going to just brush the hair with this massage brush. It's a paddle brush with some soft bristles and also create a really nice sound, I guess, and very pleasant experience by running those two kinds of bristles over the skin of the head, but also shoulders and back. I also maybe want to talk today a little bit about Matariki, which is a celebration of new beginnings and acknowledging the past and people who are not with us anymore. And this is a cultural celebration in New Zealand that is really important for our indigenous population, to Maori. And I was involved this year in organizing this celebration with one of the very important partners of ours. It will be a very magical experience. This celebration will become a public holiday next year, and I think it will be the second indigenous holiday and maybe day of interest that was brought by the indigenous people. The first one is a Waitangi Day. It's the day where New Zealand, or the Queen and the chiefs of tribes in New Zealand signed a declaration about their rights and responsibilities, and the Matariki will be the second one that is very important to our community. And so the celebration that I'm going to attend and that I was involved organizing is amazing because it's happening in the early morning where you can see the stars in the sky, and especially the Matariki, which is a cluster of stars that people know, maybe even from the logo of Subaru cars. They see those sometimes 7, sometimes 9 stars present. And this Matariki cluster is actually visible this time of the year. That is why it is celebrated. And this celebration will be very special with some cultural songs and a bonfire, stargazing of course, and I will try to take pictures, and maybe if you want to follow me on Instagram, or if you are following me already, you will be able to see them. But I will talk even more about that celebration and how it went during my next self-spoken videos, where I had actually experiencing. I will be talking after my experience. That's English grammar that quite difficult for me to do. Talking about the future, but in the past. And this is actually those short hair of Michelle's at the top that I really like to play with. And someone said that it's actually an 80s hairstyle, and I think I agree, because lots of, I think, rock musicians wore something like that. But correct me if I'm wrong, I don't really remember my mom wearing anything like that. But I know that my mom in the 80s, she had a big fringe, like a very dense, and she put it up, so it was like a, I don't know how to explain it, but something like Pinocchio would have, maybe. So I guess this kind of hairstyle was maybe more popular among certain groups of people. And some of you mentioned that maybe this hairstyle Michelle have chosen for some specific reasons, and I'm not aware of that, but you may be right. Maybe next time she's here I'll ask her and we'll learn something new. So now I'm just picking up the hair into one bunch, into a little ponytail at the back, and pulling it to the side. And at this point I want to create a twisted braid, where you divide the hair into 2 parts and twist each part in the opposite direction of twisting them between themselves. So in this case I'm twisting each section in the direction of the right side, and then I'm twisting those two between themselves on the left, and this creates a very interesting and texturized raw braid. And I really like the raw braid for thin hair as well, because it instantly creates that volume in the hair, even though you may not have a dense hair, but using this type of braid you can actually make it look like your hair is dense, and I think it's a good style of the hair when you also have quite a long hair, because it takes really seconds to do it. For example, if you start braiding your hair in a fishtail and you have long hair, it will take you quite a long time, but this one is probably the fastest one to create. And now I'm just using this metal pointed tool. I was thinking that maybe I should create a name for it. Maybe you will help me, because it is long to say that it is a metal pointer tool or a hairpin, but that I use for hair sectioning quite a lot. So if there is a name that pop into your mind for this metal thing in my hands right now, just flick it into the comment section below, and I will choose something that I can pronounce and will use it in my following videos. I'm also quite interesting to see what are you guys watching at the moment in terms of ASMR videos, and especially if you're watching anything that is not in English. That'd be really interesting to me, because I really like exploring different languages, and I know that there are quite a lot of Asian community creating ASMR. I really like the Latin American ASMR artists, and especially I really like the channel that shows people like Donna Esperanza, for example. I think she's at the moment as only Ecuador Now channel, but notice that some other people are starting using the same ASMR artists and same models in different videos, which was quite interesting to see. But if you hear of anyone who is creating in maybe some other languages, some languages that maybe not that popular, that I'd be really keen to hear those, and maybe just share the links, because at the moment many people are talking about collaborations, and I was thinking actually about collaboration with ASMR Glim. It's a Polish creator. She lives in USA but creates in Polish language. That would be really interesting for me to do, and I'm trying now to connect with her. But if you guys hear or see something interesting that you would like me to collaborate with, a channel that you really like, or maybe even some kind of style of the video that you like me to do, just again pop those comments below, and I will try to explore and extend whatever I do on this channel, because at the end of the day it's all about you liking the content that I do. So now I'm going to use those round brushes, and they are very interesting because they're designed to detangle the wet hair and massage the hair after being washed. And I think it's really nice when you use both of them. It creates a really tingly experience on the head. And I really like that the pink one actually matches the t-shirt that I'm wearing, and also the candles at the back. And again, I just want to tell you a spoiler at the moment that I'm going to have a haircut. So I'm going to hairdresser on Thursday to have a different hairstyle. So again, watch me on Instagram. I will post a picture with my new hair just after I finish my appointment with the hairdresser. I really like that hair boutique that I use, especially I really like a hairdresser that does my hair because she really gets me, and it is quite difficult, I think, to find a hairdresser that understands what you want to do, because many times people are just not really expressive with what they want, or if you are like me, maybe you will find it even difficult to expressing yourself. But what I usually do, I bring pictures, and this time I don't have any pictures, so it will be something that I will need to explain. It's nothing fancy or radical. It's just a little bit different from what I have at the moment. And why I'm telling you about that is because of those brushes. When I'm in a hairdresser, I always ask them to wash my hair before, because it just extends this pleasant experience of being in a salon. And usually they do really, really nice hair massage. And when the hair is wet, they usually use different brushes and also just the hands to massage the hair and to massage the products in the hair. So my idea is to post on Instagram picture before and after, and we'll see how it will go. So, if you are new to this channel, then do me a favor and subscribe and like this video. And if you are not new, then I'm really grateful for you to staying with me. Just recently read a comment from someone who said that they have been with the channel since I posted the first video, which was actually a meditation. It wasn't a video, it was just an audio meditation, a relaxation, body relaxation. And someone has been watching since then. And I know many people subscribed after that, but not many of the people continuing watching this channel as regularly. So it's really good to know that it still fits the needs of someone who has been here for quite a while. And now I'm just going to braid the hair, and this time I will do a Dutch braid or reverse braid, and you will see that with the hair like Michelle has, even that bottom section of her hair in the braid looks very good, because the hair is a bit fizzy and it creates instantly volume in the braid, which is really nice. Now I just want to thank everyone for being with me, being with Nana Fox channel for this half an hour, and just enjoy the rest of your video.